by the collapse of a train station roof in the city of Novi Sad last November, which killed 15 people. Now, Pedro Oliveira works on sound studies and he's done research on the use of so-called sonic weapons, and we can speak to him now. Welcome to DW, Pedro. You've seen the video of the protests in Serbia. Do you think that a long-range acoustic device has been used in this instance?
Hi, good evening. Well, I've seen the video as well as other so-called evidence that has popped up on social media so far, also reports on the ground. And I mean, I cannot say for sure that a long-range acoustic device was used. What I can say for sure is that in some degree, sound is being used as a weapon to cause havoc and panic into this crowd, which in itself, regardless of whether or not it is a long-range acoustic device or any other sort of sonic weapon that emits a high-pitched sound or a low-pitched sound or whatever it is in itself cause of concern, for sure.
Tell us a little bit more about how a weapon like this actually works. So you said a high-pitched sound.
Well, there are many uses of so-called like sonic weapons, sonic deterrents, and many variations of those. So you can have, for instance, your classic, what is called a sound bomb, which is a stun grenade that emits just basically a loud bang. You can also have sonic booms, which are caused by airplanes flying, crossing over the sound barrier. That emits actually a low-pitched sound. But the most common one, or the most used one, the ones that has the most kind of lore into it, is the long-range acoustic device, which is basically a series of highly focused acoustic beams that can emit not only loud sounds to use to kind of direct speech, but also has the so-called warning tone, which is around the range of 2,500 to 3,000 hertz, which is really threshold of pain, and emits that in a loudness of 130 up to 160 decibels at close range.
So what happens to people who've been exposed to a sonic weapons? I mean, you said pain. Is it very painful? And what else happened? What else do the people feel who've been exposed to this?
The reports are varied. It causes like from nausea to temporary hearing loss up to eardrum rupture. In some cases, especially with sonic booms, there has been even reports of miscarriages in pregnant people. So the reports are varied, but I think the most immediate effect will be pain, nausea, disorientation, and up to hearing loss, permanent or temporary.
OK, so we're talking about some serious effects here. Is the use of these weapons legal?
It depends on the country. For instance, in the United States, I do think it is granted in specific cases. I mean, we have cases of the New York police using that in protesters. The European Union is a little bit ambivalent into that because of the legal threshold in which this kind of devices fall. I do know that in Serbia, it's not legal. So whatever it is being used there is definitely not being used in a legal manner.